Hello, my name is Alex Brownsell. I'm the editor of M&M Global. I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by Paul Rossi, the president of the Economist Group. Thank you very much for taking some time straight after your session to talk to us. And I believe you've got a flight to catch in a moment, so we won't keep you too long. It's fascinating hearing you talk, and actually a lot of what you said sort of went against the grain of some of the sort of stuff we've been hearing about the possibilities of programmatic and the digital advertising revolution. Well, actually, your message is, you know what, publishing won't just be saved by digital advertising. And is that something you think is getting lost in this kind of digital ad tech stuff?
Well, it's lost in the digital ad tech stuff because that's where all the money and all the sex is, right? So you've got, I think, a bubble. Lots of people chasing digital advertising. They're creating content that isn't particularly valuable, and there's data around there that says 50% of people on Facebook don't even know where the content came from. So you've got a problem of content, you've got a problem of trust, but basically this bubble is around disrupting the ad market. And I think marketers are going to get fed up with it. Number one, you've got ad fraud. Number two, and viewability, and then finally ad blockers. And I think ad blockers are existential. That consumers actually enjoy using them. Lots of data thrown around. 60% of people cannot even be bothered to switch the ad blocker off to read a piece of content. So I think building a whole business model on that is fundamentally flawed. The reason this event is full of ad tech people is because that's where they're spending all the money with you, because they want to be in front of people who are buying the technology. But I think that's fundamentally a bubble, and it's going to burst.
Well, presumably technology does have a role, and I'm sure on the supply side you'll be working with certain providers as well.
Yeah.
But why do you think it's kind of built up to this year is going to be the year that, I think you used the word bubble bursts in your speech. Why now? Why is it kind of reaching ahead?
Because I think you've got slightly the perfect storm of consumers changing behaviour around ad blocking and moving more to mobile, so that's changing the inventory mix for most people. You've got marketers, I think, waking up at last to every dollar I'm spending isn't necessarily even appearing in front of a human, let alone a human that hasn't got an ad blocker on, right? So I think basically you're going to get this rebellion, and I think it's just coming together now because the numbers are meaningful. The ad blocking numbers are becoming meaningful, and I think that's what is going to prompt marketers to think about where they put their money differently. I work for The Economist. I'm not an editor, so I can make predictions that may not come true. But I think it's certainly in the next 12 months. 12 to 18 months to me just seems like this point where the conversation is now reaching enough momentum that something's going to happen.
But crucially for The Economist, this isn't a rejection of digital per se, because obviously the apps, Espresso app, The Economist Films, all the kind of new digital content that you're putting out there, that's still important part of what you're doing.
Absolutely, and we need to be where our audience is. Our audience is increasingly mobile. They're finding things on social. It's increasingly video consumption. So we are building products around readers first. So that's the big difference. We're building products around readers first. Espresso, hugely successful app. The Economist goes daily. That is a paid product, ultimately, and we want to extract the value where we create the value as an organisation. The primary place we create value is in readers' heads. So we want, not on paper or in an app. We need people to pay for that product, which which is the value that they get from reading The Economist. So I think we start with readers, we then work out how to work with marketers and advertisers. But if we were running a business the other way round, we would be doing cat videos and we would be doomed.
And actually, one of the comments you made that was picked up on was the fact that you can move into the digital space, but you've still got the mailbox. Facebook doesn't have the mailbox.
Yep.
Is that do you feel like the key sort of differentiating point that's going to keep you afloat?
Well, I think there's two differentiators. One is that most of us have print products that are still successful and profitable, and that readers value. So if we do a new subscription acquisition and acquire 100 new subscribers to The Economist, 25% will pick the digital-only subscription, 25% will pick the print-only subscription. They are the same price. 50% will pick what we call the bundle. We're not very good at marketing because we just come up with a bundle, but they will pick the bundle. Depending on how you look at that, it's either 75% value print or 75% value digital. But the reality is that the majority of people still value print. It still has a viable place in the reader's consumption. However, people are increasingly mobile, they're increasingly social, and they're watching video. So that's why we have to put The Economist in front of them in different ways. We believe in social as a way to get sampling. So we are the 4th largest magazine in the world on social media, behind ESPN, Nat Geo, and depending on the day of the week, Time. So we believe in social as sampling, of building the brand. We are a digital media company in the sense that we have a lot of digital products, and investing in audio is another whole area that's kind of interesting, podcasts and stuff like that. But having that anchor of the print magazine is hugely powerful.
Well, thank you for your time. Really interesting thoughts, and I don't want you to miss your flight.
No,
so
thank you. Thank you.